Okay, today we're looking at journal page 2, domain and range. Now, before we get started, I want to let you know that you're going to need two things. Well, I guess three if you count a pencil, but three things you're going to need in almost all the videos. One, college ruled paper. I went with HEB because, as you know, at HEB everything is better except for when you're at Temple High School, because here at Temple High School everything is better. All right, so we have college ruled paper. All right, and also graph paper. I think I got this at HEB as well. It's called Quad Pad, but I'm sure you can find it at any local Wildcat store. All right, so once you have your college ruled paper and grid paper or graph paper, let's get started. All right, so journal page 2, domain and range. Domain is X, which is the independent value. Range is Y, which is a dependent value. Now, a special note, both domain and range are found by moving along the X axis and the Y axis from negative to positive. Domain is from left to right along the X axis, and range is from bottom to top along the Y axis. All right, if you would, finish up your note page. All right, now let's take a look at our examples. All right, now you'll notice that I've done the examples on grid paper. In the past, I would have printed out a copy that would have had all this already made and you could have filled in. But as you know, some of you are in class, some of you are remote, and I didn't want it to be unfair for any of those that were remote or in class that didn't have the copies. So all of these notes can be done with the graph paper that you've purchased or gotten from a great Wildcat friend. All right, so let's get started. Domain and range. Now, on all of the example pages, you need to write your name on that page. So when you show me what you're going to submit, in class, you'll just physically show me, but if you're remote, you'll just take a picture of this or make a video of it, and that way with your name on it, I know that it's yours and not someone else's, okay? So on all the example pages, okay? All right, state the domain and range of each graph or table below. Example 1. So when you're looking at domain, you look from left to right. Now you'll notice these arrows mean it keeps going infinitely in the negative direction, and it's going infinitely in the positive direction. There's no gaps or stopping points. So domain is from negative infinity to positive infinity. Okay. Now range is from bottom to top. And you see here that it's going down infinitely in a negative direction and it's going up infinitely in a positive direction. So the range is negative infinity to positive infinity. All right, now in example 2, now remember domain is from left to right. So we're looking from left. Now it's going infinitely in the negative direction and it's going infinitely in the positive direction. So for domain, it's from negative infinity to positive infinity. Now the range is a little different in that the bottom, it starts at 0 and it includes it because that's a closed dot. So it's bracket 0, so it's going from 0 and it's going infinitely in a positive direction, so 0 to positive infinity. All right, go ahead and finish up example 1 and 2. All right, example 3. Now domain, when it's not connected and just points, the domain are the x values and the range are the y values. So we're going to start from left to right. So the x value at this point is negative 2. The x value of this point is negative 1. The x value of this point is 0. The x value of this point is 1. The x value of this point is 2. Okay. Now the range is the y values, and you're going from bottom to top. Okay. So the range is 0. The y value at this point is 0, so that's 0. Now here you'll see that the y value for this point is 1 and this point is 1. Well, you only have to write it once, so that's 1. And then you see here that the y value of this point is 1, 2, 3, 4, and the y value of this value is 4. So you only have to write 4 once. Okay, example 4. Now, again, when it's looking at a table or points, the domain is the x values and the range is the y values. All right, so domain is -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. And the range is -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. All right, so if you would, go ahead and finish up example 3 and 4. All right, now, at this point, I'd like to know that if you're in Algebra 2 or my Advanced Algebra 2, you're going to watch the same videos, but for regular Algebra 2, at this point in the video, you're done, okay? That's all the notes and examples you need. So at this point, you can stop, get your notes put together, and move on to your other classes and have a wonderful WildCat day. Okay, now if you're in Advanced Algebra 2, you're going to need to continue this video. Okay, you have one more page of notes, or examples, I should say. Okay, so regular Algebra 2, y'all are done. Have a wonderful WildCat day. And Advanced Algebra 2, let's move on to the next page. All right, so again, if you're at this point in the video, you're in Advanced Algebra 2. If you're in regular Algebra 2, then you've gone too far in the video and you don't need to do this page. Okay. All right. So for Advanced Algebra 2, domain and range, again, you're going to put your name on the example page, and we're going to state the domain and range of each graph. All right. So example 5. Now domain is from left to right. So the leftmost point is at +1. Now that's a closed circle, so it's bracket. So you're going from 1, 2. Here the x value is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The x value is 8, but it's an open circle, so it's not included, so it's a parentheses. So the domain is from 1 bracket to 8 parentheses. So it's including 1, but it doesn't include 8. Okay, now range is from bottom to top. So the bottommost y value is here, and that's 0. It's closed circle, so it's bracket. So bracket because it includes it. So 0, 2, it goes up 1, 2, 3. Open circle, so it's not included. So 0, 2, 3. So if you would go ahead and finish up example 5. All right. Example 6. All right. So again, we're looking at domain and range. All right, so domain is from left to right. So the leftmost value is at this point, the x value is -9. It's closed circle, so it includes it. So bracket, -9. Now you'll see here you have a closed circle and open circle. Since they're on the same x value, this circle closes that circle, so there's no gap. Okay, so you go to the right. It looks like you're going to 9. It's an open circle, so it's parentheses not included. So the domain is bracket -9 to 9 parentheses. Now range is from bottom to top. Now even though there's not a dot here, because the graph here goes to this point, it's included. Okay. So here the bottommost y value is -6, so it's bracket -6. Okay, and then goes to Now there's an open circle here and here, so this neither one of these closes each other, so that's open circle at 3, 6. Now you can see here we're counting by 3, so 3, 6. So this would be 9 because we know the next number is 12, so this is counting by 3. So 3, 6, 9. So we have 9 parentheses. All right. So for Advanced Algebra 2, that concludes your examples. So go ahead and finish it up and have a wonderful Wildcat day.